it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Freeman again. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The surprising move, drive of the game, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the back here as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. Caught left side by Funchess. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
McCarron to throw on second down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the 3 now, here and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And this one is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So not exactly jubilation over on that visiting sideline, but at least a high 5 or 2 for their kicker as he gets them the first points of the night here on the opening drive.
And 3 points are not to be underestimated. You're on the road, under the lights, national TV audience. You want to come out and look good, and that's a good start right there.
That's fielded in the end zone. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Second down following the run. Ryan. Caught left side, Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Go, 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 run, run, run. 3 down, 3 down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap from McCarron. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
All right, here we go. All right, now, look at 56.
And now they'll throw it with McCarron. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go now.
McCarron from the gun on 3rd. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Ryan. And he's got the completion. completion to Hopkins. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 41-yard line. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Freeman. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Shaq Thompson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work out it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional 1st down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
McCarron on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, McCarron. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And now it's 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down now after the incompletion. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. From the gun, it's McCarron. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down, here's Ryan. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Slot man moves right. Second and 10 now. Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing again. Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Trying to lay one up deep. Joe. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. First and 10. Here's A.J. McCarron. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And give them 4 time and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. A big play there for the Panthers. 45 yards. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Go, 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 hey, run it, run! That's it, baby!
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now, and he's accounted for all 9 of their points thus far.
And he's definitely keeping them afloat. But we say it so often, field goals are not going to win you games in the National Football League. They've got to find ways to start capitalizing when they get down near the red zone.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments. And no.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
That's how we do it, baby! Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Kim tight end. Ready! Right now,
In motion is Austin Hooper. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Star Latulippe in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Matt Bosher now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taken at about the 36. Touchdown, Carolina! Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And it's incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down at the 23.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now Ryan on second down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
On third down, Ryan. To his left. It's caught. Jones. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down and 4. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
The play clock's running down. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Matt Bosher now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. This is caught by Antonio Brown. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go!
Now McCarron throwing on 2nd. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Throwing on first. Here's McCarron. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing now is McCarron. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. On 2nd down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 46. 23 yards on the play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Yeah, baby! We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. Gun. Hey, let's go. 3 down. 3 down. Ready. Tick. Hey, watch the twin. Watch the twin.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Carolina getting set to take the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. McCarron. Dancing to his left. A dump off here to Stewart. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Panthers, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Good night, everybody.